Hello, this is my video for the icp5, and as we are given to do a to-do list using Angular, and I started by installing the Node.js, and after that I have installed the Angular CLI into the system, and I created a file with the to-do list using the ng news new name command, and I ran this to list by using serve, and this made up I compiled the server for Angular. Later on, I started with an basic HTML file, and I have just put a container in which I have put the app root. Coming to my app.ts, is just a basic ts. The major change in the app module.ts is that I have imported two modules for form module and the browse module to just to make form modules to um, form modules to create a forms in which to put the input for the list to-do lists. Later on in the to-do list and I have created a compounds using nggc and the compound name, which created a compound like to-dos compound like this, which has its own css, html and typescript, and this html page of this was just like I put a form in the starting, in which there are two, the input form and a submit button. As the input form takes the input of the to-do's name, and the submit form submits that to the ts script. Later on I have given the basic to-do html script over here with some classes and all. The later compound comes to the to-do ts, in which I have started by creating a to-do array in which I have pushed the to-dos which were created and which were put into the form in the name of the input to-do text, and these were given indexes so that they can be routed around, and I have created some buttons to delete the text as well, and also add on new texts by using another button. And to delete, I have created this delete remove button, which has the click delete element, which calls this function, this mod method in app.ts. As you can see, this is the function right here for the add for the delete, and this to do filters the v in the eyes of the index, and coming to my, so that's all about the to-dos, and the end report of this was something like this. These were the basic given to-dos we have already given in it, and as I click this delete button, this got cancelled. And if you want to add a new to-do to and click this button, it's add this. It's just as easy as that. So coming to the next task, it's a timer. I've done it separately. I was thinking about adding this too, but it couldn't. But I have created a module for the timer as well, so I'm gonna add it in the future. So coming to the timer, yeah, in the basic in HTML file, I have to just basic HTML file, and I've added some CSS to it, and actually the TypeScript, in which I've pulled some modules which were not available in this. So I've gathered some timer modules from outside, like this time mm.ts, and these ones which were just simple constraints which I've given to the texts in the times timer HTMLs. So the timer HTML is just a counter counting flow that happens with some see with some concept of this is the ts file of the timer, and as the timer gets on, I've created the timer elements for each person, how much time, handling the dates, getting the dates from the user, and converting that time and the original the numeral time, and taking, let's us, the hours, minutes, and seconds as well. So showing up the hours remaining as hours, minutes, and seconds. So this is going to be the end text of this timer, and created some more sophisticated groups in this. I have so overall the output of this was almost looking like something like this, in which you put hours here, the minutes here, and the seconds here, and you can put down to start the timer, and you can also put two timers at a time. I've created two different models just like the to-do list, so the two gonna show up when you add timers to this. This is something like a to-do list, but this is a timer for that. So thank you for watching my video.